Edward here from erviewer.com. I have another video for you. I want to just address something here that's always been a big deal to me, always a big thing to me, and that's can kind of go along to the question, what is remote viewing? What is remote viewing? What is remote viewing to me? Remote viewing to me is an experience. I'm having an experience. I am attempting to access another reality. I'm attempting to access specific points in time and space, perceive them, experience them. And it is a full-on experience. That's why I do this. If it was not an experience, I would not do it. I would have gotten bored and I would have dropped it 15 years ago. Remote viewing is an experience, and that's why I do it. I have not yet had the full-on experience that I'm after. I'm after more and more and more, and I will continue to strive to experience more and more of this second reality. I scratch on the surface, I scratch on the surface, I scratch on the surface. But what I'm looking for is something far more in-depth and far more engaging and far more immersion. I'm looking for full-on immersion in my session. That's what I'm looking for, and I'm hoping to capture it on video and so that I can show it. And so that's my continued pursuit of this activity. And that's what this video is about, that's what this session is about. All my sessions are about this. You know, it's about immersion. That's what I'm looking for. And so that's what this session is about, and I hope you find it interesting, and many more to come. 7154. 7154. White, green, blue, yellow. And the white is giving me this image of snow and ice. And I'm also getting this random, this feels more like random, or it could be unimpeded, of cabbage, vegetables, white, green, blue, yellow. I'm getting like the sun. Again, these are images. These are images in my mind. Close, round, flat, tubular, large, yellow, bright, something bright, smooth, moving, in or inside, deep. What else? What are the textures? Light, as in lightweight. Lightweight, like, you know, reminds me of a feather in the wind, you know, like something blowing in the wind, that kind of thing. You know, in flight, you know, like a current. Let me just look at that. Let me look at that real quick. Current. current? And what are the attributes? What are the emanations of attributes of a current? Is a momentum. A current is in motion. A current is a force. A current is a current will move around resistance. A current, you can get swept up in it. You can get swept up in it. I'm getting, these are memory comparisons of like a river, or a slide, or a tornado, that kind of thing. You know, there's a natural aspects to it. There's natural aspects to it. Yeah, motion. Now I'm getting, again, this tornado, and this is giving me ideas of category, or the level. Actually, the current is the level of force or power. The level of force or power for the current. Current is also electric. They're electrical currents, but that's a force. A force. And this thing, like here, you know, swept up, and then swept up, swept up, swept up, moving, gliding, like riding a wave. You know, that kind of thing, like on top of a wave or current. You know, like it's, you know, on top of. Oh, I'm going this way. Yeah. You know, I don't like that. It's like that. Yeah. Swept up, riding on top of it. All right, I got all that. All right, let me just do a sensory dump here. 7154, yellow, black, green, silver, round, flat, dense, angular, large. I'm getting this idea of, this is an idea of looking at, watching, like, you know, people are watching. Tubular, large, open. Okay, come on, I'm missing that here. 7154, 7154, 7154. No. That's not it. 7154, 7154. Smooth, wet, moist, edged, angular, large, steamy, floating, floating above, light, again, lightweight, floating above, floating, you know, feeling kind of weightless, this is giving me memory comparisons here of, like, in space, you know, no gravity. That kind of idea. I mean, that's just kind of how it feels. I feel like I'm this thing, gliding along, gliding, riding, gliding, sliding, gliding, sliding, moving, floating. What else? If I'm on here, I'm riding, floating, riding, floating, skimming, getting this idea of like a rock, skipping a rock along the water. And this is giving me a memory comparison here of like re-entry into atmosphere. You know, like that kind of thing, like you're coming in at this angle and kind of skipping through kind of a thing. But it's like, I feel like I'm blowing in the wind. You know, I feel like I'm blowing in the wind. I feel like I'm blowing in the wind. You know, riding this current. Yeah. Riding this current, this motion. connection. Streaming along, streaming along, streaming along. Let me try another sensory dump here. Get out of my mind. 7154, 7154, 7154. Curved, round, flat, dense, like round, flat. What else? Big. What else? Opal. Colors. What other textures, shapes? Dense. You know, like disc shape. Well, where is it? Where is this here? The disc shape? Is this thing disc? Flowing. Okay, this random thought here of Cancer. Put that up here. Cancer. Let me look at that. Because Cancer, what are the attributes? Cancer, we could be talking about health, okay? We could be talking about radiation. We could be talking about mutation, cell mutation. We could be talking about astronomical or astrological. If we're talking astrological, but Cancer. I don't know about that. What about that? What about that? I don't know about that. Let's go. 7154. Large. In. Vertical. Outside. Dense. This idea of leaving. Location. Bright location. Leaving, motion and leaving. Light floating. Kind of getting this feeling like I'm either in space or on or under water, or I am flying, weightless, like at the mercy of the mercy of what? At the mercy of what? Forces of nature? You know, I'm getting this kind of feeling here again of like electric, you know, current, giving me like memory here of lightning. Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah, force of nature, or just force? Force? Let me look at that. Let me just look at this for a minute. Force. Force. And what are the attributes of force? You have power. You have nature. What else though? Force. You have force. Forces. You have energy. You have energy. You have explosive energy, but power, you have momentum, you have backing, you know, like there is a pushing to it, force. You know, that is like, this feels like, and the idea is like, there is a greater force around this thing here. That's the idea. How do I feel about that though? I do feel like I'm this thing or that thing, and I feel surrounded. I feel surrounded. I feel surrounded by, it's like by a force. Is that? That is a very generic term. Surrounded by a momentum. Surrounded by a momentum. All right, now hang on now. Surrounded by a momentum, okay. 7154, yellow, black, silver, green, round, again, round, 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 what is round? What is the round? What is this the round? That the round? That round? This round? Flat, big, open. This feels like a random thought here. Just random thought, terminate. That feels like a random thought. 715154. 7, bright like a candle. Bright like a candle, like a candle. A candle? Yeah. Is there like a candle here? Bright like a candle? Bright like a candle? Moving? Filmy? 7154 7154. No. No. 7154 7154. Oh, no. No. 7154 7154 7154. This idea here, collapsing, closing, narrow, collapsing, closing, narrow. I want to process this into moving through something. What do I mean? Collapsing, closing. No, what? Collapsing? This is an idea here. What does that mean, narrow? I'm getting a lot of processing here. Like, and the idea is like, moving into some narrow space. Moving into a narrow space, that kind of thing. Okay, 149. Also, in this memory comparison, and this is memory comparison. There's some feeling in here too, like in a capsule, or a container, vehicle. That's a feeling. That's an idea. I'm getting this, and it's on this kind of space thing. Triggering that. The force, a current of power. Current of power. Current of power.